Okay. Hi, everybody. Something really disturbing that I've seen on Reddit in the past few days regards this very well-known idea by DeSantis and the state of Florida to commit more acts of privacy violation against women, especially when it comes to underage girls, in the form of a bill being proposed that would require girls and women to disclose their menstrual history and details of their menstrual cycles to the state for approval. And in response to this, what we have from Not Devin's Mom here on Twitter, there's a red wave coming in America. This isn't at the polls. The red wave is coming to DeSantis' mailbox as women mail him used feminine products. Might not be the red wave DeSantis and Republicans want, though. Indeed, pissed off female constituents from all over the state are now bombarding DeSantis. Not clear, first and foremost, whether this is going to his office or they're pelting him with these out in the public or what's going on, but he is being sent proof of women's menstrual habits and their bodily functions, considering their most personal, private, intimate workings biologically. They are mailing him all of their used tampons and maxi pads and cups. And what's really disturbing to me is that there are a surprising number of people, most of them men, of course, who are absolutely disgusted by this. A lot of guys right here on this Reddit thread do not understand, even at the beginning, why the hell this is happening. I need examples. Please, at the post office, don't want to deal with biohazards. Can you advise us on how to package it properly? Okay, first of all, there is nothing that says any of these women are putting their names on packages when they are mailing these things to DeSantis. There is nothing that says they are even using their own used menstrual products or aren't using something fake. I know a lot of people, well, he's not opening his own packages. He has people to do that for him. What do you think you're going to get from this? What do these disgusting women think they're going to accomplish by doing something like this? I think opening your mail, or your secretary opening your mail, or anybody involved with DeSantis opening up the mail and getting piles of smelly, old, rancid menstrual sanitary products, he's going to know about. He doesn't have to open the packages. It doesn't matter if he touches them or not. It doesn't matter if he sees them or not. This is definitely going to send a message. This is going to send him a very blatant message. He doesn't have to open the damn packages. He doesn't have to peruse each and every used tampon. That's not the point. And yes, we know it's a biohazard. What do they expect from this? Well, maybe the same thing you expected when you smeared your shit all over the Capitol building. Nobody called these people disgusting when they were smearing their shit on the Capitol building, when they were propping their feet up on Pelosi's desk, when they were breaking windows. That was okay. That you're supposed to understand. You're supposed to focus on what the problem is. And forget about that biohazard. Forget about the physical harm they directly cause to people. Forget about all of that. But this DeSantis shit with the used menstrual products, well, that's disgusting. That's just too much. And a top comment here. Don't act surprised. This is exactly what this fuckwit has coming to them. Women are mailing all their used tampons, maxi pads, and cups directly to them. He wants to place laws policing women and girls' snatches and their menstrual information. Now he's going to get one delivery after another, teaching him a few things about it. Don't you dare react as though these tax-paying females are the ones with the problem. Not a Floridian, but would love to know where to send these goods to. The Dolphins are finally coming after DeSantis. I knew it. All righty then. And here is Bang Bang Meat Machine telling people where to send them. I myself have commented, but my comment got deleted. I tried to make it very easy for people to understand. These guys on the website to understand, and ever since I posted my comment, it was deleted. Somebody couldn't handle it. I have been getting all kinds of messages asking me what's wrong with me. I've gotten those, and I know people do this out of maliciousness when they send a Redditor is concerned about you and seek help. I've gotten a few of those, and I'm sure some of these people commenting have gotten those messages as well. I think it is extremely disturbing that people find this disturbing. I think it's extremely disgusting that people find this disgusting. Let me give you an analogy. And this is what I had put in one of my comments. A lot of people's comments are mysteriously disappearing on this thread. But I'll make it easy for you to understand. It's disturbing when people, of course, men, bitch and whine and complain about how disgusting it is for female constituents in Florida to be shipping used menstrual products. What the fuck is wrong with you? You need help. Let me tell you something. You don't seem to understand it all because you can't seem to understand. You can't understand because nobody in the state is trying to regulate your dick. Let me try to explain it like I had tried to explain it here before my comment was deleted without notice. How would you like it if I were in DeSantis's place or any woman? I'm your state representative. And I've decided, fuck welfare, fuck immigration, fuck weather patterns, fuck hunger, fuck food stamps, fuck public safety. My interest is in your dick. I have a very vested interest in what goes on with your penis. And so starting today, you are going to be required to send me information on your most private, personal, intimate details and knowledge about your sexual habits, your sex life, and your personal biology. You are required to send me information on how often you become aroused. You're required to send me information on how often you jack off. I want to know how often you masturbate. I want to know how erect you get. I want to know how long your boner lasts. I want to know what pornographic material you are perusing in order to relieve yourself sexually. I want to know what the consistency and volume of your jizz is. I want to know how many times in a week you are masturbating, how long it takes you to ejaculate. I want links, I want websites for what pornographic material you are perusing. I want to know if you've ever had anal sex. I want to know what medications you're taking that influence your sex drive or affect you in any biological way. When it comes to your dick, I need to have all of this information, and this is a requirement. This is a requirement from the time you are in junior high school. You want to play sports, you want to do this, you want to do that. I'm going to need that information. I'm going to need all of it. I want to know how your dick works. I want to know what you do with your dick. I want proof of what comes out of your dick. I want to know what material you are using when you touch your dick. I'm going to need all this information. That's just required. Requirement, I keep saying requirement because that means you are not allowed to say no. You are not allowed to say no. You have to give me this information. And why the hell would you have to give me this information? What the hell purpose is there for a politician, any politician or the fucking state, to want my most intimate, personal, private details regarding my dick and what I do with it and what goes on with it, what it looks like, what happens when I ejaculate, all that kind of interesting information. Why the hell do I have to give that information? Fuck you, that's why. Fuck you. That's not for you to know. That's my business, not yours. It's not for you to argue with. You don't have the right to say no. That's what I require. I want that information. So shut the fuck up is why I want it. Shut the fuck up is why the state needs this information. Shut the fuck up is what we're going to do with this information. And it's not just you. Your friends, your cousins, your little brother. I think he turned 12 recently, right? Your sons, everybody. I'm not going to stop. I have declared, I have decided, and I'm going to work to make this a law in my state that I want all this information. I want the most personal, private information on every dick in the state of Florida. Maybe that will help you to understand. And don't say it's not the same. Don't say that has nothing to do with anything. Women's bodies operate in a certain way, and they are requiring all that information. Why? Fuck them, that's why. This is how male bodies work. This is how their reproductive cycles work. This is how their dicks work. This is how what comes out of their dicks works. It is the same thing. It is the same thing, just from a different direction. Okay? And let me tell you something. All of these assholes on here bitching at women and bitching at people who understand what this means and are absolutely outraged by it, who don't seem to get it through their head why people are pissed off, why women would be doing this. Let me tell you something. If that were what I decided to do as your representative of the state of Florida, and you live there, or whatever state, it could be any state that this happened in, you would be fucking outraged. You would jump out the fucking window. You would feel violated. You would feel angry. You would want to know what type of consequences would come with this, how your dick works, since the state has taken such an acute and sudden interest in what you do with your dick, how your dick works. If I were DeSantis, if I were in his place, in this hypothetical, and this isn't a reality, nobody in the state of Florida is discussing doing this to you and your little brother and your cousin and all of your friends. Nobody is discussing keeping tabs on your cock. Just a hypothetical. If I were in DeSantis' place, if I were one of these politicians and decided to do this to violate the privacy and dignity of every male in the state over the age of 12, from the moment their reproductive systems begin to awaken, you can guarantee I would have shit-stained BVDs thrown at my head everywhere I went. I would get used condoms and jizz rags and socks mailed to me by the fucking pound. I would walk out of my office, I'd see little boys' dino underwear strung up on the flagpole. I'd be sued for everything from sexual harassment to corruption to some type of attack, all kinds of different attacks. I'd have people with lawyers scouring the books, looking for ways to bury me because I have the audacity to do this to you and yours and to everybody in the state. I would walk outside, I'd probably have jizz thrown in my face like I was Clarice fucking Starling. That's what would happen if I did that, or any female representative had the audacity to do that to you. That's exactly what would happen. You wouldn't be sitting there sending messages of concern to people like me and people like the women, I'm assuming, and men who get it on this Reddit thread, saying, get help, you're disgusting. You think that if I were DeSantis, being a hardcore right-wing, anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ, religious nutcase has anything to do with this? Do you think there would be something else behind it? Because that's exactly what's happening in Florida now. That's exactly what's being proposed. And I don't care how much of a loser you assholes are. When you sit there and you support it and you have the balls, you have the absolute audacity to blame these women for what they're doing in protest. You're slapping the fucking face of your mother. You're slapping the face of your sisters. You're slapping the face of your female friends, your significant others. You are slapping the face of your goddamn daughters when you do this shit. People with daughters, people with sisters, people, although I wouldn't be surprised, these assholes probably don't even understand why they can't get laid. I wonder why the fuck you can't get laid. and I'll say it right now, the majority of you, the majority of these people on this thread, complaining about how disgusting that makes the women, aren't getting laid. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. And then look at the shipping of tampons and pads. Not one word about what he's doing to women in his state, tax-paying citizens in his state, and men too, who have daughters, who have sisters, who have wives, who have mothers. Just what people are saying that understand what this is about, that understand. Nobody said it wasn't a fucking biohazard. Nobody said, no, it isn't fucking disgusting. Nobody said it isn't going to be a little messy. But maybe that's exactly the point we're at right now in this country, in states like Florida, where if you want to send a message, you want to put your foot down, things are going to have to get a little messy. And DeSantis should have absolutely no problem with it. DeSantis and any guy like you that doesn't want to spare a single fucking thought about what this means to people. The absolute violation of people's privacy and their rights, their most personal, intimate business. They don't want to spare a thought for why this is happening. You seem to have no problem with it. You seem to have no problem wanting the information or representatives demanding this private, personal, most intimate information on half your fucking population's reproductive functioning. You have no problem with it. You absolutely demand it. Here's your answer. Here you fucking go. Here are their tampons. Here are their maxi pads. Here are their diva cups. Here are their sport absorbency underwear. That's what you wanted. That is exactly what you wanted. You wanted this information. You care so much about what goes on with women's snatches. You care so much about knowing the exact schedule and the workings of girls as young as 12 and how their reproductive organs work, how their reproductive habits work. Here you fucking go. Here you go. This is exactly what you wanted. And now the women are giving it to you. You hear me, DeSantis? Now they're giving it to you. You wanted it. You wanted to be up their snatches so bad. Now you can get a good, strong whiff of it. And I mentioned that too. What do they think they're going to accomplish by this? What do they think they're going to get about this? I don't understand. How is this supposed to change? It's like I had put in my comment. And I'm sure that one was doing pretty well too, karma-wise, before it got deleted or whatever. But it's like James Caan in Misery, shoving Annie Wilkes' fat, ugly face into a pile of ink and paper and all the crumpled up shit that she was so obsessed with, that he was writing, that belonged to him, that she wanted to take right from him. It's the equivalent of James Caan shoving her face into that paper and saying, fucking eat it. Fucking choke on it. You want it? Fucking choke. There you go. There you go. It's like Elaine and Seinfeld with the nipple picture on her Christmas card. I want a Christmas card. You want a Christmas card? Here's your Christmas card. That is the point. That's what these women are doing. You want information on what goes on with my snatch? You want information on when I menstruate, how long I menstruate? And of course, don't even think for a second, if this type of thing gets passed, what else is going to be passed? What's going to be passed next? What is this motherfucker going to try to get away with to further punish, humiliate, and violate women next? That's why they're sending him their used menstrual products. You want it? Fucking choke on it. And I'll tell you one thing, talk about a biohazard. It's not sick enough. I actually would. I'd go there with my own stained underwear. And I don't live in Florida. I'm not a Floridian or a constituent of the state of Florida. And that's exactly what I would do if I had the chance. I'd bury his fucking face right in my period-stained underwear. I won't even fucking change a tampon or maxi pad. I'll shove it right down his throat. You want it? You can eat it. Eat it. Lick my tampon. Lick my menstruation. Get a good taste of what comes right from my womb. And again, but that's disgusting. That's the point. That's the point, you fucking morons. I wish I could take over Florida for just a year so I can purposely try to pass a bill. Just introduce an idea of doing the same thing to men and boys that this man is trying to do to your women and girls. I would see this from the other side times 100. Clary Starling, people. Clary Starling. That's what would happen to me, and I would damn well deserve it for having the audacity to cross the line into what happens with your most intimate, private, personal details. I can guarantee you that. I'll put money on that right now. If I were in his place and I demanded to keep tabs on your dick for state approval, if I demanded samples of your jizz or wanting information on how hard you got, how often, and how much you ejaculated, and what pornography you used, I'd turn into Clary Starling. I'd have jizz thrown right in my face every time I left the house. I would be swimming in jizz socks and shit-stained underwear from every disgusting motherfucker out there. That's what I would get, because that's exactly how you would behave. That's exactly how angry you'd be. Like they said, if men could get pregnant, birth control would be in gumball machines. That's what this all stems from. I don't give a shit what you have to say. I don't give a shit what you think is disgusting. I don't give a shit, and none of these other brave women give a shit either. What you like and don't like. You would jump out the fucking window if these types of policies affected you and your personal information. Or if you have women in your lives, that is, if you're the type that isn't misogynistic to begin with,
which is what I think a lot of these pushback comments is really about, you would understand too. You would start to fucking get it. And of course, this is what these commenters, even the top comments on here, and the women who do this, the women who want to know where they can send their shit, that's what it's ultimately about. You don't understand, you don't get it, you're disgusted by it. That is the disturbing part. That is the part that makes me fucking fume. You have no idea because it doesn't affect you personally. You have no idea because you don't care. Or you agree with the policy. It has nothing to do with what the state needs, what the governor needs, what anybody needs anywhere to improve this country or to do anything to help anyone. It's about fucking with people whenever they can get away with it. It's about punishing women. They don't like women. They don't like them. It's about misogyny. It's about control. And anybody here, because if I got it, then the people that are making these comments have gotten it. Then the people, the person who made these comments got it. All these pink bordered comments. Don't act surprised. Does anyone know where to mail this stuff to? Here's the address. Make sure you use a P.O. box or whatever they're suggesting you do. And I'm sure they've all gotten it just like I've gotten it. What's wrong with you? You're disgusting. We're disgusting. These people are disgusting. This guy wants menstrual information from women, so mailing him their tampons and telling him to fucking choke on them makes them disgusting. This is why you have a problem. This is why all of you have a serious problem. This is what's disturbing. That you will look at this and it goes completely over your head. You don't understand. You don't want to understand. You can't understand. Because fuck women. Because fuck what happens to people that are not me. Because it irks you out. Just the thought of tampons and the whole idea, that's what you're bitching about. The whole idea behind menstruation makes you feel icky. It inconveniences you. It disgusts you. It makes you feel gross. How the fuck do you think these women feel? That the fucking state and their representatives want this information. They want to know. They are not intruding on his life. They are not being disgusting by thrusting this shit onto DeSantis. He's the disgusting one. He wanted it. He wants to request this information. He wants this for state approval. He violated them. He's the wrong one. If you can't understand this, if it goes completely over your head, you are the problem. Not just DeSantis. It's a ripple effect. It goes out far and wide. The problem is also with you and people of your ilk who think like you and feel like you, because you don't feel, you don't understand. You can't understand, and you don't care. It means nothing to you that this is what women and girls are being put through in Florida. And I don't want to hear either, it's not even passed yet, or it doesn't even concern anyone but minors. How the fuck is that supposed to make it better? How the fuck is that supposed to make any woman anywhere feel better? And like I said, I would shove his face right into my underwear filled with menstruation if I could, even though I don't live in Florida, because I actually give a shit about the people in my country. I actually care about other people. I care how this affects fellow citizens. I see it for what it is, which is a gross violation and disgusting intrusion on his part. I don't give a shit about the tampons and the maxi pads that get sent to him in the mail. And no, again, it doesn't matter if it's just his secretary that's going to be opening it. Or probably scan it, or don't accept packages anyway. What do you think you're going to get? I think he's going to know. You know, it wouldn't surprise me at this point if he literally were to be sitting in his office burying his face in maxi pads, considering they may have come from a 15-year-old girl. That wouldn't surprise me at all. That's how absolutely disgusting and intrusive these right-wing politicians are. Don't tell me it doesn't matter. He's not going to open it. He'll know. He'll fucking know. He's going to know either way. And good luck. It's a biohazard. He's gonna find a way to prosecute. Good luck. Good luck with 50,000 used products coming at you every day. Good luck trying to arrest and imprison half of your fucking state population. Good luck thinking you're going to declare what? Martial law? Physically now go after women and girls all over your state? You think you have a problem now. People, you're all fucking insane. You're fucking insane. Not even to look at why. Not even to look at what is behind this. Again, nobody, not one person, mentioned the shit smearing at the Capitol. And that was unfettered anger over literally nothing. Nothing. Nothing that personally violated their wives and their sisters and their mothers and their fucking daughters. But this, we can't have this. This is just disgusting. You need help. You need fucking help. You have something wrong with your brain. Like I said, I'm not even a Floridian. And if I had the opportunity, if I actually could, I wouldn't just be mailing a maxi pad. I'd be rubbing his fucking face in it. Annie Wilkes. I'd be pulling a misery on that asshole. You want the information. You want up my fucking snatch. Now choke on it. I don't think what these women are doing is actually enough. But, like I said, I don't care what he personally opens or doesn't open. I don't care what people think are disgusting. That's the point. That's the idea. You want to get way over the line disgusting with people's daughters and sisters and mothers, then let's get disgusting. We can handle it. Those are our products. You can't. Anyway, I'm just going to put that out there. That's it. I've done my eruption rant for just now. I'll probably be back soon.